All right, we return to our top focus, which is Vasundhara Raje, the controversy and the fallout with Rajdeep Sardesai.
Thanks very much. Joining me now is Sambit Patra, the BJP spokesperson, and Sachin Pilot, the Rajasthan Congress president. As Vasundhara Raje, it appears, is digging her heels in. Sambit Patra, Vasundhara Raje has apparently told your party leadership, yes, she may have signed this document as a witness, but she did not appear in court. Now it appears she is now resorting to technicalities. First, she denied knowledge of this document. Then when her signature comes out, now she says she may have signed, but she didn't appear in court. How long is this going to continue? How long will you allow her to brazen it out?
Rajdeep, it seems that you all seem to know more about the party than we the spokespersons know. What she has spoken to the party is not even known to us. How do you say that apparently she has accepted to the fact that she was the one who has put the signature? Let's wait. Very patiently and very maturely, I would say, that let's wait for the statement to come. Let's wait for the whole issue, because the party believes in propriety. The party is looking into the whole issue and we'll come out with the answer.
So are you accepting in that sense, Sambit Patra, that if it is found that it is Vasundhara Raje indeed who had signed that document, then she will have to step down? Or are you saying even that is an open question?
No, I would not step up my guns, and I am no one to comment on this. The party will take a call on all the issues. As spokespersons, we will just convey you what the party makes up the mind on.
Mr. Sambit Patra, you seem to be very somber today. For the last 3 days, till today, you were virtually fiercely defending Vasundhara Raje. Now you become rather somber. Does that suggest to me that you finally realize possibly that defending Vasundhara Raje anymore is going to be difficult for you and the party spokespersons?
No, Rajdeep. I mean, the way of defense, I choose my way of defense according to the suitability. I have been fierce and I have been somber off and on, and today I believe I am in the way I am. And well, yes, I would say that it's a certain set of documents that you are showing. What the authenticity of the document is has to be verified. Before that, I cannot say anything more than this.
Okay, Sachin Pilot, here you're hearing the BJP spokesperson saying, let the documents be verified before you call for the resignation of Vasundhara Raje. The Congress, meanwhile, seems to have decided to take this to the streets. So you're not willing to wait for any verification.
Well, Rajiv, there are two things. One is that no one, including the Chief Minister, is saying that the documents are falsified, the signatures are fake. It's proven beyond doubt by multiple sources that the affidavit was filed as a secret witness. Vasundhara Raje put her name down and helped Lalit Modi get the travel documents. I don't think the BJP is in any position to kind of deny this anymore, because the inevitability of it all is very clear. The writing is on the wall. They are just buying time, I suspect, for figuring out succession plans and what might happen in the state. But the more important aspect is that I am still not hearing anything from the Prime Minister of our country. Now, the top BJP leadership can debate and discuss all that it wants. But once you are in full knowledge of violation of a law, somebody holding an important position as a Chief Minister, it's untenable. I don't know how much space and how much elbow room they've got left to build up any sort of a defense, because this is indefensible.
No, are you now gunning for the PM?
Of the BJP, I'm not sure.
Are you now gunning for the PM? Because let's be clear, when the Congress ministers resigned, it's not as if Manmohan Singh came out in the public and gave reasons as to why the minister was being removed. So why are you raising questions about Narendra Modi at the moment?
Rajdeep, because none of the allegations made against any member of the cabinet in the UPA were of this nature, because this is a criminal culpability. And why I'm saying is because when the Prime Minister was a candidate of the Prime Minister's post in his campaign, he was very vociferous, he was very loud and very, I remember very vividly the commitments he made about having a zero tolerance for corruption, having no corrupt crony capitalism in his cabinet, and really rooting out corruption. Now, right under his nose, the top leadership of the BJP is indulging in activities which have clearly broken the law. He is keeping quiet, and he's not like him for to keep quiet. Now, I don't know what the pressures are within the BJP, but I'm of the firm opinion that the law will prevail, the truth has emerged, the action will be taken. How much more the BJP is willing to suffer every day, the embarrassment that it's facing on a regular basis, that's a question they have to answer.
You know, Sambit Patra, this question is now being posed every day. The Prime Minister silent ever since this broke almost 2 weeks ago now. Now, there's a feeling that a section of the party wants Vasundhara Raje to stay on, a section wants her out, that the divide is there and it is now for the Prime Minister to take a call. Is that true, that removing a Chief Minister like Vasundhara is dividing your party, which is why you're asking me today to press the pause button?
Now, as far as the Prime Minister speaking is concerned, we can clearly see the obsession of the Congress and the other opposition parties. They have been umpteen number of times in the previous occasions also asking for the Prime Minister to speak. But the important question is, probably the Congress has conducted some infinite press conferences from the day this so-called exposure was made. Did Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, the Chief of Congress, even address a single press conference? Did Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the Vice President of Congress, address a single press conference? If Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi do not deem fit that they should address even a press conference to this regard, that it almost concedes the fact that they do not consider this as impropriety, why do they want the Prime Minister of the country to speak on this topic?
Sachin Pilot respond.
We are sufficient. I am sufficient. The ministers,
Sambit Patra making a good point there. Sambit Patra is saying that if Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi don't seem concerned, why do you want the Prime Minister to respond?
Because the allegations are made against a member of his cabinet. There is a collective responsibility. The Prime Minister is responsible for his conduct of his cabinet colleagues. The allegation is made on the Chief Minister of BJP. What does it have to do with Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi? And in fact, I just want to correct, the allegations are not made by the Congress party. It is Lalit Modi who is giving the documents. So it is not that I have gone to do witch hunting against an individual. The documents are put in public domain by Lalit Modi. We are only asking the question that why is a government that has come to power with such promise of government is keeping quiet when members of its own cabinet are put in a very tight situation. It's okay for you to blame other people when you're in opposition, but the real test of a leadership comes when you are confronted with a difficult choice, when you have to decide what is to be done. And even if your own have committed some wrong, you must have the courage of conviction to say the right thing. And that is what is not happening. I think it's only a matter of time, Rajdeep. But the BJP in the central leadership will have to take a quick call, because now there is no more questions to be asked, there is no more ambiguity, there is no more elbow room for them to buy more time. So they've really got to take, and I am of the opinion that the Congress party, not in the state, but the entire country, we are well within our right to ask the questions, to make them accountable. Session of Parliament will start July 21st, and they have to do it as soon as possible.
You know, Sambit Patra, you are a spokesperson, you are aware how public perception plays out, particularly on television. Will you concede that public perception of a government that has proudly claimed that it is corruption free, that there is no scam, the Prime Minister has been saying it from the rooftops, that perception is suffering the longer you prevaricate on this issue? Either you tell the world that you believe Vasundhara Raje has done no wrong, that Lalit Modi is not an absconder, he is not a fugitive, or you accept the reality that Vasundhara Raje confused her personal relationship with Lalit Modi with her duties as a public servant.
Two things. As far as the perception battle that you are saying, you are right that there is a perception battle which goes through the television to the people. And we have seen that way back. Who better than the Bharatiya Janata Party knows it? Way back in 2014, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi was not the Prime Minister then and was a campaign manager of Bharatiya Janata Party, the chief campaign manager, the kind of perception that had been driven to the people since 2002 till 2014 was quite evident. But people could know what the truth is. Nothing, whatever comes on the television, whatever is shown by the media, well, yes, the media is rightful in showing it, but people have their own way of deriving the truth. Are you saying that
there is no negative perception today?
No,
being built up? Are you saying there is no negative perception
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, number one, just because no scandal exists and certain people, because of the unemployability, try to manufacture a scandal and create a perception, that does not mean that the party
Are you saying this is a manufactured scandal?
I would say
Are you saying this is a manufactured scandal?
Overall, I would say,
if
when
there is
no
a leader of your party who is openly standing by someone who is seen or perceived as having run away from the country, not facing the law of the land, gives a witness statement and a character certificate to that person, and you're saying this is only a this is a manufactured scandal?
We had spoken about Sushma ji's case also a few days back, and today, you would also realize that there was no sand holding Sushma ji's case, and in fact it has almost demolished itself.
No, I don't know.
No,
that's not true, Sambit.
And that's what I was saying, a manufactured scandal. Now, Rajdeep, let me complete. I want to complete my sentence, Rajdeep. I think I'll take all your questions. But allow me to complete my answer. I'll take all your questions. My statement is a manufactured scandal trying to create a perception in the country will never force the party to act in accordance with what our opponents want. Well, yes, if there is a real impropriety which is sending out wrong signals, the party will definitely look into it. But when there is no impropriety and only talks of impropriety, should the party be on back foot? That is what the question is.
So you say, I want it clear from you. You say there is no impropriety. You believe Sushma Swaraj has committed no impropriety. You believe Vasundhara Raje has committed no impropriety. Is that what you are saying today?
As far as Sushma ji's case is concerned, that has been rightfully answered by 3/4, the party president, the home minister and the finance minister of the country, and there is no question of impropriety in that case.
No as far question as of impropriety that a minister of external affairs directly speaks to her British counterparts on a question of Lalit Modi without informing anyone, and you are saying no impropriety. Vasundhara Raje, impropriety or criminal culpability?
Please allow me to complete, Rajdeep.
Vasundhara Raje, impropriety or criminal culpability?
Can I complete?
Yes.
Or I'll wait for your question to complete.
No. Vasundhara Raje, impropriety or criminal culpability?
Sushma ji, I have said you, as far as Vasundhara ji is concerned, I have in the opening statement itself said, we are waiting for the documents validity to be known. Let's see under what context, what these documents are, who signed it, did they sign it or not. We do not know about the document as of now. Okay. As the party will look into it, the party will take a rightful decision at the right time.
You know, Sachin Pilot, here is Sambit Patra making a distinction now between Sushma Swaraj's case and that of Vasundhara Raje. He says, Sushma Swaraj clean chit. As far as he is concerned, Vasundhara Raje, we are looking into it. Now, the Congress, on the other hand, has gone today to Smriti Irani's house, staged the dharna. You want Sushma Swaraj out and you want Vasundhara Raje. Am I to understand now that as far as you are concerned, target number one is Vasundhara? You've forgotten about Sushma?
No, Rajiv, I think you're giving Sambit Patra a hard time unnecessarily, because you see, when you break the law, it doesn't matter how far you go. Once you've broken the law and the impropriety is established, it's not a matter of technicality, it's a matter of morality, it's a matter of transgressing the boundaries of our law.
He says there's a difference between the case of Vasundhara and Sushma.
No,
he's saying there's a difference.
No, there is no. Let him say what, but the Indian law is the same. NDA ministers are saying that our ministers won't resign. That's because they want to have two laws in this country, one law for the common citizen and one law for the NDA ministers. And they can do whatever they want. If a common citizen, Rajdeep, were to help and abet a fugitive like Lalit Modi by giving an affidavit in a foreign country, that person would have been picked up by the police first, asked questions later.
Are you aware that the witnesses include, are you aware that those who signed this statement include businessmen, lawyers, even an editor? That it was not just Vasundhara Raje who signed the statement.
But the individual who is holding a constitutional position is a public servant.
That's
then
the
there is a definite transgression of law.
Okay.
Right? So now hang on. What I'm trying to say is that what the BJP is trying to say is who signed it, what documents. I mean, the person in question is not saying that the documents are forged, signatures are fake. But why is the BJP putting up a false defense when even the person in question is not saying that these are false documents, and they have not been brought out by the Congress party? So the BJP, I think, really has very little to defend all of this, and they really are now clutching at straws, which is fine, I think, but they can't really keep defending the indefensible. They have to come up and face the reality that the law is broken. This country cannot accept two sets of laws, one for average Indians and one set for BJP ministers and chief ministers. They will have to take the resignations today or tomorrow.
Can I therefore ask you a final word then, Sambit Patra? Sachin Pilot says you'll have to take the resignation today or tomorrow. Only yesterday, Mr. Rajnath Singh made it clear we are not like the UPA. We are not going to ask our ministers to resign. Have you boxed yourself into a corner? Has this become a prestige issue for the Prime Minister and the BJP, that the media has no one to tell us who should resign when? Is that the reason why you're holding on? Or are you simply going by the belief that unless a charge sheet is filed, no one will resign?
No, look, as per what the Congress wants, the Congress desire is every minister should resign and Mr. Rahul Gandhi should be made the Prime Minister of the country. It is quite evident. Every second minister in this country should resign. No, as far as the government of India is concerned, what Mr. Rajnath ji said was, we are not the UPA government, we are NDA government. no impropriety would be conducted in this government. If any impropriety would be conducted by any minister of this government, no one will be spared. But since they have not conducted any, so why resignation? Just because there is a battle of perception created by Congress people, there's no reason for the
then why don't you openly say on why don't you give a clean chit then to Vasundhara?
No,
why are you not giving a clean chit then to Vasundhara Raje? If you believe no impropriety has been committed,
let the party deliberate upon it. The party is deliberating upon the whole issue.
You seem confused. My worry is your party seems confused.
I'll tell you.
R.K. Singh says one thing one day, Kirti Azad says one thing one day, Rajnath Singh ji says one thing, Nitin Gadkari says one thing, and Sambit Patra says a fifth thing.
No one is confused. As far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, we are not confused, but yet I agree to the fact that there is confusion in air. And why there is confusion is air? Because of the very fact that there is no impropriety. You have been shouting, you in the sense the media, the opposition has been shouting impropriety day in and day out since 16 days. But the people of this country are unable to find where the impropriety is. 1.76 crores, 2.86 crores.
A public servant goes and signs a witness statement for someone who is wanted for investigation, and you say that there is no impropriety. The Minister for External Affairs picks up the phone, bypasses protocol and asks for a passport to be given, and you say there is no impropriety. Sambit Patra, your definition of impropriety is obviously very different to the rest of the country.
But has all this been established? Let this be established. Let it be established.
Who's going to establish it? Who's going to verify it? The same government is going to verify your own ministers?
So who will verify it? If not the agencies, if not the agencies of Government of India, who do you want to verify? Naturally the agencies, the various independent agencies of this Government of India or party's mechanism. In fact, we have to wait for what Vasundhara Ji's statement would be. My friend from Congress continuously saying that the individual concerned has accepted, but I, being the party spokesperson, am aware of any fact where the individual Mrs. Vasundhara Raje has accepted any of this fact. Let us wait, have some patience.
Okay, final word then, Sachin Pilot, 30 seconds. Do you have patience? Do you have more patience than we have in television studios?
I think, forget about you and me, Rajdeep. I think this country is expecting more, and I want to just make a correction. I never said that Vasundhara Ji is accepted. I said she hasn't denied. Now, if she was actually not signing those papers, she would have by now denied those the facts of that matter, first of all. And I think the BJP feels that they have a divine right. They will not resign because the law is different from them. They will not resign because they're above the law and they can take this country for granted and do whatever they want. But verification, authenticate, everything is set there. Why are they not able to see it? I think it requires certain decision making which the BJP is faltering at. They're probably scared or threatened by what might happen in Rajasthan politics. But really they've got to look beyond the state. They've got to look beyond the dynamics of who's got how many MLAs. Do the right thing and cut your losses. Take the decision now and save yourself the embarrassment.
Okay, save yourself the embarrassment. Sambit Patra for now doesn't look too embarrassed. If anything, he's been a little more somber than he's been in the last few days. Sambit Patra, Sachin Pilot, appreciate your joining us. Thank you very much.